All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Yeshurah that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity. This is GMS Chicago coming at you again with another lesson. And basically what we're going to touch on today is going to be about, not being hypocrites. It got inspired by Romans, the 2nd chapter, and how Paul was basically going in on how are you gonna, if you're telling people not to do this and not to do that, how are you gonna be doing the opposite? Because when this isn't just about preaching the word and teaching it. Once you learn it, once you learn it, you don't stop there. You apply it in your everyday life. You walk according to it. How are you gonna tell somebody, oh, this is how you do this and that, and then when it comes time for you to do it, you don't do it? That individual's gonna look at you like, what the fuck? They're not gonna trust you. And that's a heavy judgment for you as well. Why? Because now it's not like you're just saying any random thing. No, now you know the truth, and on top of that, you are doing the opposite of it. And like the scriptures say, Daniel is beaten. I'm just get it, because it's a heavier deal when you know it and you do the complete opposite. This is Luke 12:48. It says, "But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes from to who." Salaki. Let me start off in verse 47. Yeah, it says, and that servant which knew, Luke 12:47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. That's you knowing the truth, knowing the breakdowns, and not doing anything according to it. This is when we teach, we have to hold ourselves accountable as well. We have to think about ourselves. This isn't just about, y'all gotta do this, y'all gotta do that, and then just go about our business and be niggas ourselves. No, we gotta teach it, and we gotta be that example as well. If not, all of this will be in vain, and the Lord is gonna give you a greater judgment instead of salvation. But
that's right. This is I have one to back up the brother. This is James chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any man be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself, and goeth his way, and straightforward forgetteth what manner of man he was." All right, like the brother was going to, here it is, us brothers that's, in this knowledge and this truth. All right, we understand, how we should conduct ourselves, all right, in the way that the Lord wants us, to basically conduct ourselves, in this world, man. All right, so, here it is, we're preaching His word, we're waking up Yashirallah, all right, we're telling them right from wrong, all right, but when it comes to us, we got to make sure we're doing the things, all right, that we're telling the other brothers to do, man. We got to make sure that we're being doers of the word, all right, and not only hearers, man, all right. When it comes time for us to apply the wisdom that we're giving out, we have to be able to apply this wisdom, man. All right, because then, as the scripture says, man, it's like I'm gonna read it one more time. It says, "For if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was." All right, and you do got guys like that, man. All right, who, once they get done doing a video or doing a lesson, man, all right, they turn to a whole nother dude, man, all right? Here it is, they was just, rebuking Yasharal, or, telling the brother, or telling brothers and sisters how they should walk in His truth, all right? But then he go out in this world, all right, and he do a total opposite, or the scriptures is not really on his mind, all right? Like he portrays it to be, man, all right? So we have to make sure that, we're also, being doers of the word, and not just hearers, man, all right? And not just telling Yasharala what to do and being hypocrites, man,
right. Yeah, because that goes worse. That goes worse for you. Now your judgment isn't just going to be getting destroyed. Now you're going to get a heavy wrath from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because now you're playing with his word. You know, Paul said it. He that preaches another Hamashiach, let him be accursed. You know?
That's right.
But I got one right here. This is Romans 2:13. And, you know, I'm just going to skip, you know, hit certain points. This is Romans 2:13. It says, for not the hearers of the law are just before Yahweh, but the doers of the law shall be justified. You see? That's how we're justified, actually practicing what we're preaching. You know? Not just going out there and then, you know, we're over here talking about keep the Sabbath holy, and then somebody finds you at a club on the Sabbath, you know, or doing something we're not supposed to do on the Sabbath. You know, how are you gonna look? Now you're gonna give ammo to the outsiders to talk shit about us. See, these niggas are fake, and they're real. They don't even practice what they preach. Now you're gonna stain the whole doctrine, man. You know. That's so right. we gotta practice what we preach. We can't just say it. And that, like the brother said, you know, a lot of men don't practice what they preach because, hey, it's a, you know, for some, it's a hard thing to put off the flesh, you know. But this truth is all about putting off the flesh. Romans, the 12th chapter, the first verse, it tells you that. A living sacrifice. We have to do it. As hard as it may seem, hey, we have to do it. This is bigger than us, man. This is, I'm going to skip down to verse 17. It says, behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law, and makest thy boast of Yahweh. You know, so like the brother was saying, you know, you don't want to be the guy that's in camera, or just when he's around the brothers, he seems deep, he's loud, fervent, everything, right? Like this, behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law, and makest thy boast of Yahweh, and knowest his will, and approvest the things that are most excellent, being instructed of the law, and are confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them which are in darkness, an instructor of the foolish, a teacher of babes, which has the form of knowledge and the truth in the law. It says, thou therefore which teachest another. So you that do these things, that portray this image of, yeah, I'm a man of the Lord, I'm on fire, you know, bring this precept out, bring that precept out. The Lord is my God, the Lord is my power. Call all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? You know, you that do that, it says, teachest thou not thyself also? Mm-hmm. You know, aren't you supposed to teach yourself too? Aren't you when you're watering, aren't you supposed to get water too? It says, thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest that man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Thou that makest thy boast of the law, through breaking the law, dishonorest thou Yahweh? And you do. How is it you're gonna boast that you keep it and you're supposed to keep it and the law is perfect and it's right and all that, but yet you're doing everything contrary whenever the camera's off you, whenever brothers aren't around you. You know? It says, now you're dishonoring the Lord. Verse 24, it says, for the name of Yahweh is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you, as it is written. You see? And people like that, you know, you don't want to be those people that give the doctrine a bad name. You know? People say, oh, look, this nigga, you know, he's always saying this, but look how he moves. This nigga don't believe in what he preaches. Mm-hmm. Why should we read the rest of them? They're probably all the same. Mm-hmm. You know? So, hey, this is how heavy it is to when it comes to actually doing what we're preaching. It's so serious that sometimes brothers know they have a certain problem with something that they don't even talk about it until they fix that problem, just so they won't be hypocrites. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's actually a more humbling thing to do, and pleasable in the eyes of the Lord. Why? Because you're avoiding to stay in the law. You know, you're putting your pride to the side, you know, and fixing your mistakes just so you won't say something that could come back on you in a bad light and eventually, you know, piss off Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's what I was going to say, you know, basically take the mote out thy eye before, you know, you try and take the mote out thy brother's eye, man. You know, because you don't want to be a hypocrite, man. All right, here it is. You got a big mote in your eye, but you pointing out the mote that's in your brother's eye, man, you know. That's hypocritical, man. All right, you know, and the Lord hates hypocrites. All right, you know, and in general, people hate hypocrites in general, man.
Right.
All right, you know. So hey, and like the brother was saying, man, you know, certain guys, man, they teaching y'all Shirala. All right, but when they go around, they friends in the world, they family in the world, they're not keeping their integrity, man. So guess what? They friends and they family members, what? They not taking this truth seriously. They don't really, they're like, man, this guy, he said he believe in this, but what? He's doing this when he's around us, man. All right, even certain, even around certain men, certain men could get, disenchanted, all right, because of certain things that brothers do, man. All right, like, oh, I thought this was the truth, man. Well, why this brother moving like this, man?
Right.
All right, so that's why you gotta be careful, all right, and always, fear the Lord and do what you're supposed to do, no matter where you at, man. It's called integrity, man. All right, but
Hey, and it's crazy that you mentioned that, if I may say this, because the scriptures talk about that even things that might be lawful, just so you won't offend someone, to abstain from that thing in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So how much more, practicing what you're preaching, man.
That's right. Integrity, But this is 1 Timothy 4:12. It says, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example. It says, of the believers in word and charity. It's like in word and conversation, all right, which goes to conduct, in charity and spirit and faith and purity. All right. So we have to be an example, all right, to the believers, man. And also to those that are without, man. All right. Because through our actions, and through the things that we preach, all right, that we could possibly convert, a brother or a sister, all through the Spirit Power Yahweh Shah course. All right, but we could possibly convert, a sinner, man, But if we out here, just once we off camera or once we not around brothers, man, just a regular nigga in the world, man, you're not even in the spirit to convert anybody, man. All right, because you're trying to fit in with the crowd, man. You're not speaking about the truth, all right? You just blend in, completely with this world, man. All right, of course, when we're not around, when we're not at camp or whatever, when we're not doing lessons, we in Clark Kent mode, all right. But at the same time, these people can tell, hey, we're not of the same vibration as them, man. All right, we just look like, they just know we're not Israelites, man. All right, but they know it's something different about us, man. All right, but you can't be out here in the same vibration as these people, man. All right. You got to carry yourself differently, all right? And your spirit has to be different, man, And it all comes, with applying wisdom and actually fearing and doing what's commanded, man, But I had another one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 37 and verse 19. It says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many. It says, and yet is unprofitable unto himself. All right.
Yeah.
And hey, you got guys like that, man. All right. And hey, that's why we got to be careful in this truth, man. All right. Because we don't want to, here it is. We did all this work. All right. Went out on the highways and byways. All right. And then, at the end of the day, we unprofitable unto ourselves, man. All right. We didn't gave this word out to plenty brothers. We didn't converted brothers. All right, we didn't lift the brothers up. All right, we didn't got certain brothers out jams. All right, just through the words of the the scriptures and through the words of the Most High. All right, and then here it is. At the end of the day, we unprofitable unto ourselves because we're not being doers. All right, and applying the wisdom that we have. You don't want that, man. All right, so hey, we just gotta make sure we're applying the wisdom that we're giving out.
That's right. Hey, this is we could end up with this unless you have something else. 1 Corinthians 9:24. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? It says, so run that ye may obtain. So hey, you learning this truth and preaching it and not following it, applying it to your life, hey, you're not running to win the prize. You're half-assing it. You gotta be in it to win it, man. It says, as every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So we got to make sure we're doing everything on point, man. the Lord takes more pleasure in somebody actually doing his will, as perfectly as possible, than just half-assing it just so they could, just say, oh, I did his will already, So, like the scripture says, better is him with little fear of the Lord than him that has much wisdom. So it says, so better is he who puts it all, in every single thing that he does for the Lord, and has few works than somebody who might have many works, but every work is half-assed. Who is the Lord's gonna pick, the sincere one or the one that wasn't really about it? So we got to put our flesh under subjections, and sometimes we might fall, but hey, we got to get back up and fix that problem. Not just constantly do it and leave it like that. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Meaning, hey, you're going to get judged right along with them. Why? Because first, you weren't following the laws just like them, but also because you weren't following the laws just like them, and you knew the laws, so that's gonna make you a castaway, man, a hypocrite. So we got to keep our body under subjection, so when we preach to others, we won't be a castaway, we won't be as hypocrites, and we will be able to back up everything we say. And when you do that, you say it with more confidence, man, because you ain't full of shit. Hey, Jake be, when you're out there, you're on bullshit, you be like, I kind of like, it ain't the full force and power when you know that you could back up what you're saying, man. So that's what we got to do. We can't be hypocrites, or else our judgment is going to be way worse for us that know the truth. Hey, if you know better, you do better. For him that know how to do it good and do it that not, to him it is sin, man. Anything else? You want to say those words? Okay, so, hey, Lord willing, brethren, this lesson was edifying. We're going to end it by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yisrael that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba.
Abba, Abba. Yep.